I hate the International Speech Contest. I hate the International Speech Contest. John Stesney.
A while back, I saw Lance Armstrong give a speech. The title was, "Life is an Endurance Event." I thought, this guy won the Tour de France, I could learn something from him. What I learned was that Lance is a success because he's a freak of nature. Freakish endurance, freakish capacity for pain, and it turns out a freakish ability to pass drug tests. Out there in the audience, I thought about, what innate gifts did I have? And I realized that all I had in the Freaks of Nature department were these. Madam Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, that was annoying. But I endure something even more annoying every spring. That is the Toastmasters International Speech Contest. Let's start with a name. This is the Humorous Speech Contest. We talk about humorous stuff. You would think of the International Speech Contest, we would talk about international stuff. What's the future of the euro? Why do North Korean dictators get such lousy haircuts? What's so international about the International House of Pancakes? But no, they should call it the Motivational Speech Contest because that's the only thing that wins. It's an unwritten rule, unwritten in stone. If you want to win the International Speech Contest, you must tell the audience to live their dreams, to persevere, to overcome all obstacles, be it disability, disease, even a cat food shortage. They tell you to be all that you can be, but that line's already taken. You know what all this is? Stuff you already know and have heard 100 times before. It's great if you have Alzheimer's. What is it that makes the International Speech Contest like the movie Groundhog Day minus Bill Murray? One, the lack of Bill Murray. And two, the fact that Toastmasters are an easily offended lot. We are way beyond PC. We're like a Cairo street mob minus the violence. Anything offends us. Motivational speech is the only safe topic. And even then, it's tricky. At the 1995 International Speech Convention, Tony Robbins spoke. Tony Robbins offended us. There was a language issue. Let's just say he sucked it up and we did not hang loose. Now, contest speakers, they manage not to offend us, but at a price. They make themselves as authentic as Donald Trump's hair. They say one thing and do the opposite. Say one thing, do the opposite. Say one thing, do the opposite. I get enough of that from my elected officials, thank you. I'm going to give you some examples. And please don't stop me if you've heard these before, because you have. Let's start with think outside the box. Personally, I think it's weird trying to encourage creativity with a cliche. But that's what we do. When it comes to the International Speech Contest, motivational speeches are the box. They're a box we can't seem to get out of. Do you know what you call a box you can't get out of? A coffin. Be bold. Because deep down, we all want to be like Mel Gibson. Not in real life. There he's just crazy. But the movies, like Braveheart. Remember Braveheart? William Wallace, a.k.a. Braveheart, was passionate, committed, fearless. He didn't worry about offending anybody. He bathed infrequently and painted himself blue. The motivational speakers, they suck up to us. They're not Braveheart, they're Dwight on The Office. Make a difference. Let's talk about speakers who really make a difference. Speakers like Abraham Lincoln, Mahatma Gandhi, Martin Luther King. Making a difference means changing things. Changing things gets people upset. Usually powerful people who don't appreciate you derailing their gravy train. You can tell how offended they get by the response you get. police dogs, fire hoses, the American Civil War. Not much laughter there. And that's another thing I don't like about the International Speech Contest. But what do motivational speakers do? After the battle is won, the question is settled, the difference makers dead, buried, sometimes assassinated. Then and only then do motivational speakers quote them. Another one I like is, step outside your comfort zone. With all these orders to step and discomfort involved, I always feel like it's an aerobics class. Toastmasters have a comfort zone. It's talking about stepping outside your comfort zone. And the one that really drives me crazy is the idea about living with integrity. Oh, we're told to do that. I know that's a problem. Yes, a lot of people relate to integrity the same way that Lindsay Lohan relates to sobriety. Consider Charles Barkley. Charles Barkley is a former basketball star, a pudgy one, better known as the round mound of rebound. He's also the spokesman for Weight Watchers. But our contest speakers, they do him one better. They manage to give advice and avoid it at the same time. It's hypocrisy simulcast. To compete, Barkley would actually have to be stuffing a jelly donut into his mouth while filming a Weight Watcher spot. In conclusion, I have a dream. I'm not hearing speeches about living my dream all the time. After all, in my dreams, I'm usually going to school naked. It's time we unroast the unwritten rule. It's not even written. How hard can it be?